Okay,
For now, we think so.
it's working.
One sec, this is my pen.
Is people there?
Can people hear us? Does it work?
Uh, go to motivation, meditation. You can
Okay,
show there.
so we'll start with that.
Okay, 다 근데 그거 얘기라.
Can everybody?
나
What? Can everybody hear?
지 지로운데 타자 요다 메카도 키네네. 지난주 데스 콤데 대잡지 되나야고 요랬어.
Donna Kari.
상상라 딘데 강에 태베카둘라 무슨 공
Oh.
잡지 되나 아니야고 요랬어.
So sometimes when we have difficult situations and have some doubt or some worry, it's very good to do some meditation.
다 누스레 당당한서 대고 준비 대고 준비 틱징이 릭서야 돼. 산제의 누가 그러와 산제의 누가 될랑도 산제의 누가 될라 아니 릭스고로 산제 릭 다디 기승고 마셔 릭세베 탑라 아니 즉 전죽 닝지 땅샘 닝지 펜여 닝지 아니 수수 라마 게베시니 그전에 추니 샘징기 동해 삼제나 아니 닝지 첨부 율을 게베이나 태고 첨부 릭세베로.
So when we talk about the Mahayana tradition and this holding to this Buddha nature or this view of this Buddha nature, when we talk about this nature, what's meant by that? It's the power of the Buddha, Sangegi Nuparo.
산제의 누가 맞다. 산제의 누가
Oh,
마음버스 산제.
sorry, the power to become a Buddha. So the potential or the power to become a Buddha. So when you develop compassion and start to think about others, and then through reliance on the spiritual friend, you think more and more about suffering. At the point when you develop great compassion, then one can say one has fully entered the Mahayana path.
말해. 태고 첨부 릭세버스. 태고 첨부 람라 교마다. 태고 첨부
So one
릭세버스.
has developed like clarified the Mahayana nature.
다 닝지 첨부 얘네 아니 신도 닝지 첨부 제베제라 아니 찬주그 셈 디진 군도 셈지 제거와 아니 태고 첨부 람라 쇼버래.
Oh, okay.
와.
So sorry, I made a mistake before. When you develop great compassion, that's when you develop or clarify the Mahayana nature. And then when you go beyond that and develop bodhicitta, that's when you enter the Mahayana path.
다드네 디진 총람체 총람 조람체 통람체 대전라 람가 여러 총람 조람 통람 공람 밀람스라 다 총람단 조람 기승마 게지 셰차레디 셰모가체는 통람 내가서다 동닝 웃음데 통하데라 틱쟁게 동닝 웃음 통하데라 통람 셰라 여기 생각서 추군족이 연den시엠바 추군족 연den 동닝 웃음도 과당네 꼭된 찬스 파고지주 꼭된당 람데니디 추군족 셰엠바 와다디 꼭된 다 꼭된서는 동닝 웃음도 통하도 과당 통람체 dila lamden so da lamden la dire ngzo dinshi demba shi nang lamden sa da dire da
Any Gogden Lamaso.
gogden ni tak thine gogden thogura
Okay. So when we enter this Mahayana path, then there's the 5 paths within that: the path of accumulation, preparation, seeing, meditation, and no more learning. So we've already discussed the path of accumulation and preparation, so no need to go over that again. But talking about the path of seeing, this is at the point when one has a direct realization of emptiness. That is the point of the beginning of the path of seeing. And at this point, at the path of seeing, that's when you develop the Dharma jewel, right? So when we talk about the Dharma jewel, we talk about the true path and the true cessation. And so this when one enters the path of seeing, that's the development of the true path, and from that comes the true cessation.
ta de chogunjo de gyule dembe kansan de la nane phagbe kansan chogunjo la yunden je che gindu gunjo la yunden je da kisin ro sa ro gindu gunjo de ta lamden dang gogden gyule dembe kansan phagbe kansan de la ani gindu gunjo se ore da de
So this person who has the Dharma jewel within their mind stream, having the 8 qualities that we talked about before, this person having these 8 qualities in their continuum, they are what we refer to as the Sangha jewel.
ta de tanda gogden jik thopsonga de thonlam yin ne ga se ta shi de kunda pangba de thogor ro ye ta diba sanje gomba ma thoba che wala sanje ji gomba thoba che wala ne phaju ji diwa de la shidip si goro shidip de la kunda dang lenje ni sha ta kunda shidip kunda pangba de la ya ne gogden jik thogora thonlam yin ne ga thogor ta lenje gomba de pangyo maro lenje de pangyo maro de pangya la ane gonglam sa ju sa thangbo niwa somba shiwa nga ruwa dhumba jiro guwa juwa dhuwa sa ju sha ta dije changma gonglam de la sa ju sha gore ro
So then one goes about removing these obscurations to knowing or omniscience. So these obscurations to knowing or omniscience, these have 2 types. There's the imputed ones, and then there's the innate ones. So when one has developed this true cessation, then at that point they've abandoned these imputed or generated ones, but they haven't developed these, removed these innate obscurations or the innate obscurations to knowing, to omniscience. And so from the first bhumi to the 10th bhumi, this is what the process is removing these innate obstacles to knowing. Tampo ne chubado. Yeah, this also.
Ta de ta de sa thangbo niwa somba sa do ta jeme ngzo salam ji lapthuna ya go salam lo salam ji lamna dinan la je wo do ra ta sa thangbo la ne phaje mela namde la niwa la phaje mela namde la do sto yo ya ta nyomo ragwa do pangi ane sa chuwa ne gabla ne thamo de me la yo marwa ane sa chuwa ge ji niwa de la ane de la ya da semjengi shewe yun thamare yunde phaje mela se gro yunta semjengi shewe yun yorwa thamadele
Lasso.
ta de geji niwala ane sanje chado gore sa ta de la sa chuwa de geji niwa ne sanje chado.
So as you go up these grounds, they're called salam, the grounds of the path, right? So you have the first, second, third, fourth, up so forth, right? And as you go up, you're removing these, you're developing powers and realizations, and also removing these obscurations to knowing. And as you go up, they get more and more subtle. And so by the time you reach the 10th bhumi, you're dealing with these most subtle obscurations. And the next moment after the 10th bhumi, you then attain the state of enlightenment. So this moment of this 10th boom is said to be the last moment as having the continuum of a sentient being.
다 다디 딘데 산제딜라 다 산제딜라야 연den제 산제 탄당아서 당외라 제단 연den 할레베 요르다 망보 요르다 다 갑딩아서 딜라야 줄라마네 셰베 산제기 연den 니 예 요르와 사베나 어디마시기 인스와타.
So at this point, then you cease to be a sentient being, and then you become a Buddha. So the Buddha possesses these 8 qualities that are put out in this text of Uttara Tantra. So these qualities are really amazing, incredibly profound and amazing qualities. So we'll talk a little bit about those.
다 자와디는 자와이와 자와디 다셔스처럼 두마체시 륜유도 신지진지 또면 천단 집에 네와디 되니딘베 산제 니세디 아니 자와디기 연den제 딩기오레스.
So this root verse, now it's split into 3 parts, but it's verse 1.5, and there's A, B, C, and D on page 35 of the text, and it goes uncompounded, effortless, not realized by other conditions, endowed with knowledge, kindness, and ability, and endowed with the 2 welfares is Buddhahood.
당을랑에 이 자와다마 대화적이 연den제디 참가직접 네 진행하면서 네 지시 제어디 되어는 로고스라.
Okay, so we have the root text in the commentary here, but what I'm going to do is just go over the 8 qualities, and then we'll go through the text and explain them in more detail.
다당부 두마체스라는 두마체싱 사드네 직딩거래 두마체사 자와디 두마체스 가르스나 kiến 직단체와 두마체기 연대했다. 두마체사데 딱과시거로 딱과라 겨와단 직바 게 체베 연대요로 제가 산제라 다 산제 란도바딜라다 샤나디리 딱과로와 산제 산제라 다 그래 다 kiến 직단체와 두마체기 연대했지 당부디
Okay, so this uncompounded, is said to be free from production and cessation. So this is what means by uncompounded, is this freedom from production and cessation. So this is a permanent phenomena are free from production and cessation, and we can say the Buddha itself is can be posited as permanent.
다디 당보디 니바디 만에 두마신지 륜유튜브사지도 자외나 두마체신지 륜유튜브사되게 연대 니바디 땡기요 륜유튜브다 륜유튜브스는 갈로 배전 니와시와 륜유튜브에 연대했다 산제역살라 다 배전 최고요 말이야 먼저 단다 잔죽심제나 아니 직진바 냠내체 수련 냠내체 띵이지 냠내체다 가와이나 배전 최고다 아니 다데 야 콤콤콤콤데 아니 야야야야야 콤시 철철철 산제 내가라 배전 최고요 말 그런 륜유튜브 용거를 찾아나로 제가 륜유튜브 사이트 배전 여와시와 륜유튜브에 연대했어.
So the second one, which is effortless. So basically this means free from striving or free from effort. So for us to develop qualities such as bodhicitta, generosity, morality, and so forth requires effort. We have to work at it, we have to put effort into it to develop even the small amount of these qualities. However, for the Buddhas, all of their qualities arise effortlessly. There's no effort in developing qualities or benefiting things.
다디 숨바 띵이와디 숨바디 도마지 신지 겐지 도면 바선다 자와들 신지 겐지 도면 바사데 다디 갈라와서나 산제기 연den도서 라나유디쇼 로라 나와다라 주제기 다당 남바도고 시다와신 도면에 와서 먼저 셈제규지 로게 셈진규지 다게 먼저 덴데레지 조트베 요마레 아니 셈진규지 똑바게 먼저 똑바에 덴데레 산제기 연데 또트베 요마레스 신지 겐지 도면 바사데 어디 시고로.
So then the next one is not realized by other conditions. And what's meant by other conditions is that it can't be expressed through this linguistic sound, as it was translated, or expressive sound. So basically, this means it cannot be explained, and it cannot be expressed in words, and also it cannot be understood by sentient beings. For beings to understand this and this quality of the Buddha, like it could not be realized by others. You cannot realize the qualities of the Buddha if you're a sentient being.
다 시버디 데 켄당 세버데 자는 켄당 세버 켄당 수도 켄베 윤디시 켄베 윤디 가르스는 가리 켄버스디 셰버 가르시에버스나 지다와다 진유가 좀 동반이다 군조된 바 로직이 네 또 무슨데 또 두고 있디 이 산제 살람이 요마르 켄베 윤디 어디.
So next is endowed with knowledge.
시버디.
Oh, sorry. The fourth one is endowed with knowledge. So knowledge here means to know, to know or to understand. So what are we talking about here? Well, this ultimate and relative truth, to directly realize ultimate and relative truth simultaneously, one mind realizing ultimate and relative truth simultaneously, is unique to the Buddhas. Sentient beings cannot realize both directly with one mind.
되지. 다 켄베 되지. 켄당, 제당, 세도 다 자외나 제당, 제외 윤디시오. 제외 윤디에서는 저와 투지 첨부, 그렇다. 산제지 투지 첨부데 아니 믹스에 체조 가려서는 산제 윤디 첨부데 산제라 무엇이 펜 토바다 마도 수라다 대화 찬 동반이 술라야다 쳐야다 저 동해세야 펜 대화를 차나 정말로 펜토고 그러다. 대화면은 펜도 또 말하다. 대화 모블라야 되는 거다는 대화고 여러. 대화면은 그 유마체바당, 제마체바당, 체 마체나 연구 말하고. 다들이想도 삼나 다용데 다 안주 어떤 게 어디 디그러 봤다. 산지의 투제와 제외 윤진스리 산지 인지 정보 연된 텐데직 심진줄로 요 말다. 믹세 제외 윤진제 나와디.
So then we get on to the next one, which is kindness. Now this is great compassion. However, in the Tibetan, the word is slightly different because they have an honorific term. So we'd say there's a slight difference between talking about the Buddha's great compassion to another being's great compassion. So the great compassion of the Buddhas is all those beings that have a connection with the Buddha will benefit. If there's no connection, then they cannot benefit. Right? If there's no connection in your mind stream, in your continuum, then the Buddha cannot benefit. However, that connection's there, then naturally they will be of benefit.
제외 윤디엔체 다 투버데 뉴베 윤디엔스 안기들라고 안기들 한다던 것들라고
Oh, lost.
당연히 제외
So
윤디엔스
the kindness was number 5.
다
And now we're
투버데
on to
뉴베
number 6.
윤디 뉴베 윤디 뉴버스데다 산제라 수수기 대화차나 심지 플러스 최된 가리나데 진지 말로가 땡투비야 뉴버디 요래 이제 컴다 뭐바드 듬베 최시에 뉴버 요르와 유자야 줘야 뉴버 요르와고 산제라 뉴버 차단 요래 땅 안한 쪽에 배 대화소 마소리 메시지 그러와 심지기 배 대화소 두고요 말와고 말한도 체디간라 알레 산제지다 파샤지 그 겨치마에 삼당게 매왕도 체디가 삼나 카시에다 드링지고 메시 로제마에 삼당게 매와 미가 아니 가와요 되니 이다 세우도 와다 말한도 체디 미가셰다 직 든다 직 로직 로니 무슨 삼당가 말해 폴리틱도 로스um 로시미시 삼당 말해 와 근데 겨치마지다 파샤죠 근데 산제도 배 타는 곳이 찾아봐 아니 제가네 어디로 와다 근데 산제라 누가 요리들래 나란 저기야 저서 두고요 말했다 누베 윤디 투봇.
So the next one is the ability, and this is talking about the ability to benefit. So we talked about number 5 being the kindness to benefit. Number 6 is the ability to benefit. So then this is true again. Do the Buddha, if the question arises, who has this ability to really be a benefit to beings, who has this power or this to really help others, then the Buddha has this power, unquestionably. the problem is from the side of sentient beings whether they have a connection, the connection to the Buddha. Right? So if sentient beings don't have this connection, then they can't be of benefit. So, Bonda did said this some talking about it said German?
저 세대미 겨워치마 삼당며.
Like,
산제
okay.
최최제를 겨워치마 삼당으로다.
Right. Okay. So unfortunately our tendency is we don't really think about our future lives, right? If you want to practice Dharma, of course you need to think about our future lives. We don't even think about our future lives. Sometimes we don't even think about tomorrow, right? We only think about today, certainly not next year or next life. And it seems like politicians seem to think in 3-year blocks somehow, right? So this is their special quality. But when you're thinking about Buddhahood, then you have to really take a long-term view. And when Buddhists say a long-term view, it means like a long-term view, right?
다 죽어도 누베인데 다 퇴니 덴베 산제니 퇴니라도 저는 퇴니리 가서는 랑되게 연데 다 신되게 연데 니레 퇴니 있어도 저는 퇴니 있어도 다 죽간을 니 잡나네 게르와다 퇴니리 가래 랑되게 연데 신되게 연데 했어.
So then we get on to the two welfares. So this is 7 and 8 because there are two of them. So the two, what are the two welfares? They're the welfare of oneself and then the welfares of others.
랑된 세야데 랑된 추구래 랑된 추구. 와 산제 추구 추구데 랑된. 다소서 마음과 산제 고마서나 데 랑된 추구로 봐. 신된 세야데라네 düce şenle şendön çeyajı şendön sukusra onda. Sanje jutube kudinde tengdo adazla yani şendön sukusra. Randön chugu şendön sukusanda yande sikdi kadu sansanla jodo tanda nganzo sikdi randön sade randön chugulaja chojugu sanjeji simdelaja. Şendön sanje sukdila sukdi düce şenle patönje ne çöşegora vade şendön sukus vade yönde ni de şegora.
So then when we talk about what are these welfares of oneself and of others, or sometimes as you can say the benefits of oneself and others. So the Dharma body is the benefit of oneself, and then the form body is said to be for the benefit of others. So rangi gyudi chuku
rangi sim sanje sim sheba.
Oh, the mind of the Buddhas. This is can be said to be the Dharma body, and then the emanations that various forms they take to benefit others. These are said to be the form bodies of the Buddha.
Rangdön na shendön la de tsik diyo mare injidil. Rangdön ge gudang shendön ju gus rangdön ge yönde shendön yönde sen tsik yo mare. Rangdön rangi tön. Tanda rangi tön tanda hagura.
The own welfare, our own benefit. So just to reiterate, maybe the Dharma body is the body for one's own benefit, and the form body is for the benefit of others.
다 연된 게 등은 라마 당가시 되로 당보데 가래서나 gen직도 되어 두마체기 연된시. 이와데 베즈니와시와 흉규되게 연된시. 숨바데 아니 라나유체 로라 나와다 다도가 남바 치다와시 도미니웨 연된시. 시와데 치다와다 진유와 캠베 연된시. 캠베 연데. 마와데 제웨 연된시. 두바데 니웨 연된시. 둠바데 란데 연된시. 개바데 신도 연된시. 연된 게 되레스.
Okay. So now at the bottom of page 35, we're just listing off, just to clarify, the 8 qualities. So the first one is the unconditioned. The second one is effortless. The third one is not being known through other conditions, not realized by other conditions, or as it says here, not being directly known through other conditions. The fourth one is exalted wisdom, which in the root text is knowledge. Then the next one is compassion, as it's listed here, but in the root text it's kindness. Then the abilities, and then the 7th one is the fulfillment of one's own welfare, and the 8th one is the fulfillment of others' welfare. So these are the 8 qualities. I'll just list them one more time if you haven't got the text. First one's the unconditioned. Second is effortless. The third one is not being directly known through other conditions. The fourth one is exalted wisdom. The fifth one is compassion. The sixth one is ability. The seventh one is fulfillment of one's own welfare. And the eighth one is fulfillment of others' welfare.
야, 당도 대화디나나 디제데스 마 차제르데스 도고스라. 디제 띵사르데스 동고스다.
Okay, so now we'll go through the commentary, which will go a little bit deeper into what these 8 qualities are and clarify them a bit.
다 당보디 아니 산제지 추주구당 다시 남다지 구체. 다들 산제지 구들라야 아니 추주구슬람나 심기딩 다 산제지 구들라야 구시여라. 당보디 추구체 추구데 산제기 셰바데체라. 셰바데레 추구체. 다드네 산제기 꿀라야 딱바이니 구죠. 딱바 산제 생기딩기 춘이당 안에 시디방바 방바곡네여라.
Okay.
어두서 다데 모니구스고라 모니구.
Emptiness,
제 딱바.
and true cessation.
다드네 아니 속 띠야들라 다 롱구세 천성부 숨지자니 비제상부 개주되니 롱구세 직제. 다드네 초우두글라데 단도 다자도 버셔제도 제바된제네. 도와 초우두고 제바 길롱 넘버 체제네. 최대 총고고 제야지도 딜 초우두고서 초우두고.
저기
다드네 겨두 두구세죠. 두구로. 두구들라 나시 니초니 두구들라니. 겨두고 서두고. 겨두고서나 배 겨울렌제 미나 미겨와 둔두나시 겨울렌제로. 또 샤워로지 겨두고이나 샤워 아마 코베나라도 아니 샤워나시 제게 아니 두세나 겨두고래. 단다데 산제르와. 이네 넘버들라 샤워나시 미나시 겨두베나 근데 겨울음신도 겨두고래. 겨울음신은 다 파워제레시 원래 겨두고래. 겨울음신 다드네 소부두글라데 가르서나 아니 근데 대화인줄 뚜네 칼라다 추다 삼바다 메도다 강바당 다 다면도 두고요 삼바 근데 두가 얘들아 소부두고서 왔다
Okay. Die
내가 어쿠디게 직생 거라서
lass 하고성이는 die 저기 das
초우두고
사포문도라 die 콜로코 die
그래 초우두글라 네 겔롱 당보체 따라 산제베 제와된 가와제베 제와된 초우두게 아니 산제베 제와된 드네 총고고베 제와된 되어도 땡고 제와 중이 여러 제와 중이데 되나 초우두 차로
Okay. So when we talk about the Buddha's bodies, right, then it has 4 bodies. However, we can say that the chokudi sangigi sim, right?
저주고데 산제엑셈
Any tongpani tong gogden the
모니고
no niku. So we have the Dharma body of the Buddha, which can said to be the Buddha's mind, and the emptiness and the truth of cessation can said to be the essence body of the Buddha. And then you have the essence, the whole thing. The essence body of the Buddha is the emptiness in the Buddha's mind, or the truth of cessation. This is the essence body of the Buddha.
산제이니 딱와이니도 어디 샤는디고
Are they permanent, right? The permanent aspects, they can said to be the essence body of the Buddha. Then you have the enjoyment body of the Buddha, and this is the deities with the 36 major and 80 minor marks and so forth. Then you have emanation body of the Buddha, and of this there is 3 different types. So the first one we say the supreme emanation of the Buddha would be like Shakyamuni Buddha, who was born and then did the 12 deeds of the Buddha. Like that's the supreme emanation of the Buddha. Then you have the supreme emanation of the Buddha is the Buddha, the original Buddha who performs the 12 deeds. Then you have a birth emanation of the Buddha, and these are taking when Buddhas take rebirth as human beings or as animals and so forth. So we have, Buddhas can take birth in any place they want, human being or animal. So an example of this would be the Dalai Lama. We say Dalai Lama is a emanation of Chenrezig, so an enlightened being who's taken birth as a human being. So this would be a birth emanation. Then you have like the accumulated emanation of the Buddha, which can mean like Buddhas can manifest as anything: stones, food, whatever sentient beings need. So these emanations like that, they're said to be the accumulated emanation bodies of the Buddha.
다 디네 당보디 최저 당보디 긴직단체와 두마체기 연세저와 다디 딜라잖아 산제기 구된데 동반이다 곡된잖아 그 긴직단체버래다 그봐 그 딱과선자 깨와다 지고 요마래와 세상 제네 깨와다 내와다 지고에 뒤에 통마다 의다 탐에 란신 요마 다디 두마체가 다디 고네들와 간다 산제기 아니 싱비딩게 동반이다 아니 곡된도 zor라 깨요 말이 내요 말이 지게면 끼네 직숨디 요 말하고 아니 델라 우드네 중으로서야 말 타드네 중으로서 우다든데 요 말이 돼서 세상 콜라야 두마쟁원에 데리다 봐.
So then we talk about this aspect of why they're uncompounded. So this true cessation, these permanent aspects of the Buddha are uncompounded. They're beyond arising and cessation. They're free from this. They're free from these conditions of arising and sensation. And as it says here, the Buddha's Dharmakaya is without a beginning, a middle, and end of arising, abiding, and ceasing. Therefore, it is uncompounded.
So,
yeah, just one sec. This is on page 36. The last there's a paragraph there underneath the 3 verses.
다 산제 고랑 만들라 산제이나 레다 뇨모엉기 깨와던 직버대 요마다야 다마야 데스 마 산제 고
okay.
고랑전나 셰바도들잖아 산제 셰바도도 레 만도 단다 레뇨기 깨와던 시바도가 산제라 레다 뇨모엉기 깨와던 시야단 지야단 데 요마레 대고 델로 코네디고 요레
디니퍼디
니버 말에 단대 당목거랑래 다 뉴머체디다 딱과디다 진직단 태워 이니버체 다 뒤제제라 산제기 구도도 상모야 레다 뉴모한기 진직단 태워레스 레다 뉴모한기 깨와요 말에서.
So this is looking at the permanent aspect of the Buddha and why that is uncompounded. When we look at for example, if the Buddha takes birth, then you can say it's uncompounded because at this point it's free from karma and delusion. So it's free from Buddhas do not take birth based on karma and delusion like we do. When we take birth, we're thrown into rebirth by our karma and delusion. However, for a Buddha, they're free from this karma and delusion. So when they take rebirth, it's not based on karma and delusion. And so that's why that aspect, the relative aspect, the not permanent aspect of the Buddha considered to be uncompounded.
YouTube 사들와 YouTube 배전 여와시와 YouTube 사데 그래서 배전 탐제 답제디로 되는 배전 탐제 여와시에 다 추주구서로 산제지 추구들 잡데 쳐와지 임바스 제가 다 추구들 선왕 초다 이시기 초용스 두고 인상 배전 치고랑 알아서 단다 지 칼라사야다 들 배전 몽부 치고다 다디 그나가서 다 산제에서도 다 타는 거지 제녀야 말이야 먼저 겨울 머신으로 겨울 머신 삼단 겨울 머신 tulodang shela dindela kaleche jaw mare khawa dona mi khala saro ma che tulo lero ma che pesha lero ma che ka manzul pesha gore de mi tero je manzul go lan mi te go mare kyawrum je mogo lan mi te go ra seuda de.
So then we talk about the next quality, which is the effortless aspect. So when we talk about the Dharma body of the Buddha, it effortlessly has all this method and this wisdom, and we can see that these things arise effortlessly. Everything for an enlightened being arises without any effort. For example, for ourselves to get food and money and so forth, we need to put in a lot of effort to just get basic things done. However, if you look at somebody like the Dalai Lama, he never has to put any effort into anything. Like wherever he goes, people give him whatever he needs: food, clothing, money, etc. So for us, we're always asking, give me more, give me more, give me more money, and we get nothing. And the Dalai Lama is saying, no, I don't need anything, don't give me anything. And people are always trying to give everything to him. So it shows that maybe we need to up our game a little bit.
No, I'm ordinary people because I need lots of shopping lists. They're not coming. If I become Buddha, I don't need a shopping list. Coming there. Sometimes shopping list doesn't work. This is a show ordinary person, I'm an ordinary person. Isn't it? This clear see, Oh, dear. That did it, Sanjay Gulon Yomar, Gulon, Gulon, motivation Yomare, talk by Yomar, talk by. That in day, and you should use it. Maladi go some Yomare. And talk about Namdo and G. Yomare, talk by Yomare, Gulon Yomare.
So, also, it said that Buddhas are free from things like motivation and conceptualization. So for us, we have this strong motivation. Oh, I need this, I need that, and we definitely have a lot of weird conceptualizations, a lot of quite unusual thoughts as well. So it'd be quite good to be free from this sort of motivation and conceptualization.
Okay, Malaysia. Tokwa man the Jewish ones are Tokwa Namdo Tokwa man I'm gonna Jewish
So if we don't have these kind of conceptualizations and these thought processes, then really your mind is very happy.
Around the Samdara David Namdo live Salamadan Tadala, Samdan Samla Shivaro, de Ragdora.
So we can see this because sometimes we're actually able to get beyond thinking about past and future and just hold our mind in the present moment. And at this time, then really, your mind is very peaceful and happy at that point.
Oh, the Bezunia was Lunju to a Yundan, and it's Shendun Lunju to Chichawa Yanchu, Shendun Chiala, the Jashin Turn Chiala, and took to Manzo, Shendun Chitumandua, and the mission Pendo Shida Chitumanda, Harrisana, Manzo Randun used Zoyo Madam. Susu Randun Mazo in Randun Mazo, Susu Sanje Mato in the Mila Pendo, which he took your Mara. Chesa Sanje de Randun used Zogo, Randu Chuguru, Randun Chug, Chu good. Use to in the do just shen the pendoche, the Gangi Yomarda. Was the Jokorang when in Jawa Chana? Gangi Yomar. Jawa Machana, Nonzota, Tapshi Yomarago. Jawa Go, connect go.
So this is talking about one's own benefit. When we talk about the way Buddhas benefit others without effort, then it's to do with the fact that having fulfilled their own benefit, right? So we are unable to be of benefit to others because we haven't fulfilled our own benefit. We haven't attained this Dhamma body. So having not fulfilled our own benefit, then we can't be effectively of benefit to others. However, because the Buddha has obtained his own welfare, his own benefit, i.e. attaining the Dhamma body, then he's effortlessly able to, he or she, I should say, effortlessly able to benefit or any sentient being that has a connection. If the connection's there, then effortlessly the Buddha can benefit. If there's no connection, then the Buddha can't be of benefit.
Babejan in the good on the Sanjay and George Hella, Cheju Sum Tangodora. Cheju Tango di Ichi or Ichi. Cheju Niva de la Ane Ichi, Teva or Teva than Ichi. Sumba de la Dewa, Dewa. The Dikeji Shuri, Dewa Dikeji Shuri. The Dewa di Chiala Anamazutan, the Sanjay La Chuba Puya, and Sanjay Kuzapshan Chuba Puya. And this is the Lama to the La Chuba Puya, Sanzing to the Chuba Puya door. The Dewa so well. And it's true, Yada. Something in the Shenye in Zilla, Sambe Demba and Jove Dempa. Sambe Gone Tavajan, Jova, the Peningu Shabdo Chia, and Puya down to the dewa sogo yorwa chi zan di keju mo shigure dewa dewa soya de dewa mena ne yije dan tewa yoba chigo ki pento go yomare dile dewa go dewa di inji minji go da keju mo ro keju sumdi sana ne da bede 나 기회신이다 산제도 창마다 티다 열다 간다 창마라 열다
So when we look at it, what is the three aspects you need to really, for like a Buddha or your teacher to be able to benefit you, the spiritual friend be able to benefit you? Then there's three. There's faith. The second one being trust, and the third one being this connection. So this building this connection is very important, and that's why we do things like making offerings and so forth. So we give material offerings, for example. Also, we make service to our spiritual friend through thoughts and through activities as well. And the reason for this is that if we have to our lama or our spiritual friend, if we have this connection, we have these three aspects, including this connection, then we can really receive genuine benefit. So these are the three aspects you need to be able to.
되지. 나한테는 신지진이 도면 봐서 나 신지진이 도면 숨바들 봐.
Oh, listen.
다 니버들 두시. 나 숨바들 신지진이 도는. 다 신지진이 도면 와서 돼. 아니 다당 똑바당. 아니 또 그러면 시지 도야 요마레스다. 다딘 데지리스 랍투 마레. 아니 똑베딘 데지리스 또 투야 요마레. 타나 수도고래라나 냠샤 소소랑 리베 또 맞아버렸어. 냠샤 이시로. 산제기 냠샤 이시 코란 또 그러면 저기 샘진기 또바게 또 두고 말해서 왔다. 산제기 연된주.
So not realized by other conditions means that it's not realized by other beings or not expressed through sound, the qualities of the Buddha, right? They're not effectively expressed through sound and they're not realized by others. The only way that it's realized is the equipoise of the enlightened being. That's the only way you can really realize the qualities of the Buddha.
신지진이 도면 봐. 켄단 제바 켄단 다 켄배윤딘. 켄배윤딘 다 시버들 봐 시버디. 다 시버디.
So that was the third one. I might not have mentioned the number. Now the fourth one, which is knowledge.
다 켄단 제베 켄배윤딘 써야 돼. 다가서는 신남다 루남다 지다와다 진여와 켄바다 딜잖아요. 그럼. 동반이당 아니 군주된바니가 로직 무슨도 또 두요라. 다디 믹스에 산젤미시 요마레. 로직에 아니 동반이당 페낭조 셰라니무나 숙동바오 세기도 동반이 수소 세기도 디가스나 수당 수 기딩 동반이디니 ngo직 도바타데 셰라 ngo직 셰라. 데 ngo직데 산제게 무슨도 또 두요래. 로직 심진살라 속딩 동반이다 수니 ngo직임바데 심지살라 롱우숨기 또 두고요 말다 간다. 무슨 지 또 두고요 말해. 어디 캠베 연되면 다디 차르다.
So the next one, which is endowed with knowledge, or the other list is exalted wisdom, as it's listed in further down. This is understanding two things, right? It's understanding the aspects of it's understanding suchness or directly realizing suchness, and it's also realizing the variety of existence. So put, it's realizing emptiness or ultimate truth, and also realizing relative truth simultaneously. So as it says in the Heart Sutra, we say form is empty and emptiness is form. So what's meant by this? It's meant that they're one nature but different designations, or one essence and different designations. So it's a unique quality of the Buddha to directly realize ultimate and relative truth simultaneously with one mind. Sentient beings cannot do that. Only a Buddha can do that. Okay, directly realize. I might not have said directly, so I'll just say it again. To directly realize ultimate and relative truth simultaneously with one mind is the unique quality of a Buddha. Sentient beings are unable to directly realize ultimate truth and relative truth simultaneously.
Tadi nenga chambore, di shengur dinge ba thirwa. Saresina, manzu tanda di dini ki namshay de yaw mashim yinza, ane manzu la namdo dhamanda jegi yorwa. Dini ngo chik bi nedan yaw mashim yinza, ane manzu simla namdo dhamanda sha, ane dewangi manzu. Chunangji, ane dewangi, ane dungi mo yonde gorwa. Tanda di...
Kare di dangbanyi tang...
suk kunzu tenpa tendan tenpa ngowo chik tenpa nyi si tu tendan tenpa kunzu tenpa nyi ra tinyi ngowo chik ten tokpa tate inpa de ma shenpa yinzang ane nga zo namdo dhamma de kye yung kora namdo kye yung tu ane de dunga yung kora tanda pandin dawa tokpa uma chukwa na denyi nami kangi me shiwa dene namdo lokwa lamna shuk sikda tenpa nyi ki nami de yakwa ma shenpa ange ane nga zo la semla namdo dhamma de sha yung kora es di she kora
So it's very important to understand this. And why is that? It's because we don't see that ultimate and relative truth are one nature but different designations. This creates many problems for us. This creates many disruptive thought processes, many thoughts, many unnecessary ways of thinking, and creates a lot of problems for it. As Chandrakirti said, through not realizing the through not realizing the unity of ultimate and relative truth, through that many discursive thoughts arise.
다 치다와 랍드 동반이지 진여바스도 군수 된바 하세요. 다된 최 탐제 전환된 바도 군수 된만을 뒤로고요. 일단 로직이 아니 최 탐제 다 치다와시 신기요. 다 간다 무슨 봐. 이 캠베인데다.
So when we say suchness, this is talking about ultimate truth. When we talk about varieties, this is talking about relative truth. So this is the quality of knowing of the Buddha jewel to directly realize both of these simultaneously.
김배윤대지. 다드네 제외윤대. 제왕아와디 누바. 제와사야디다 독지첨보래. 독지첨보. 군라 펜토마도 군라 아니 니리면 봐 주버와. 심지 탐제라 니리면 와. 먼저 닝지라 니링이 열어 수수 가보다 수수 타니고 지니들라 저와되그래 수수라 가오면은 저와되그 말에 단도 딜라 준역도 담한테 쇠샤로 강에 먹고 서그라 펜 상당 말어 저와면은 아니 강에 도와줘다 단도 지도 점물링 코란라 저와요 말어 저와 매장 강에 먹고 쉬우지 최고네 내가 지니를 저와요 말에 골대니를 저와요 말에 나도 말한저 낭배기 최저기 내가 지니도 저와면은 가고 열어 먼저 가고도 뒤돌아 먼저 대제 삼로 저와 제외기 냠낸 쳐고다 제외는 이 최대 사버로 늦을 오늘 제외기 저와면은 가고 싶어다 최여단 매개저 요 말에 김산지 그 나한게 빨라다 아말라 저와면은 김산디 녀그러 잔잔여래 미치글 제와 숙좀 보여는 김산 상마 쉬워요 그렇죠. 근데 제와 되지 최 켈레만 계제 개레면 하고 지도 코로나를 제와 고고도 김산나라 제와 고고도 먼저 초보 정무 바로라 제와 고고래 밤마다 부부 바로라 제와 고고래 제와면은 아니 요마르다 사사다 요마르 괜찮네.
So when we talk about the next one, which is number 5, number 5, which is kindness. This is talking about the specific great compassion of the Buddha. Now, this is very different to the ordinary compassion that we have as ordinary beings, which is mixed with this thinking of close and distant, or near and far. So when we say what's close, that's somebody we like, and then we have some feeling of kindness towards them. However, kindness or compassion towards them. However, if we see somebody as distant, which basically means we don't like them, then not only are we not inclined to have compassion and help them, but actually sometimes we deliberately go out of our way to cause troubles for them. So this is creates a lot of problems and difficulties in our lives, right? And not just in our lives. We need this kindness in the beings around us, in our community, and so forth. And also, if the people who work for the center, who help out at the center, they don't have kindness, it can create a lot of difficulties, right? And now, this type of thinking is relatively new to the West, right? This thinking of this kindness. And we're not just talking about in a Dharma context here, but even in a family context, right? If the family is this kindness, then it's peaceful and happy and things go well. If that's lacking, then a lot of problems can occur. So this kindness becomes extremely important.
다 산지에게 자와라 아니 니링이 말다 산지에게 자와들 ngaran종네 야 산지에라 저수투비나 가두이나다 편도 쳐라 와 한다 수수기 수수견으로 와 수수간족의 심기 견데 매우 소마드나나 산지 제투고요 말와 배나 파고토미 지진 참바고 뭐로 중니 도로 파고토미로 아야상데 파고토미 로 중니 검접 지진 참바 도래 타마들라 로중니 제라다 신의 지진 참바 제네 지진 참발라다 지랑라 톡지 첨부 닝지시라 민도스라 마탕고 깔레로 두부 로렌아 중니 두부 당조스라 지진 참바 마레가 다 지나 니마 당고 타부나라 지진나가 지나 틸레 여스디데 로 니마 당고 거랑아 틸레 여스케나 수수 레게 디버게 갑제 니 통고요 말했어 치스 지나데 셈제라 닝지께바 인자 닝지게 되게 딕딕십쇼 제 다래 딕딕 다네 nga shin thongres다 어디래다 드즈베다 먼저 삼무다나 아니 하고 그랬어요.
So this kindness becomes extremely important, right? And the Buddha's kindness is different from ordinary kindness in that fact it doesn't have this aspect of near and distant. If you have a connection to the Buddha, 100% they will help you. And if we can't remove this fault of this lack of kindness, these faults from our mind, there's no way we can attain enlightenment. So that we can always use the example to show this kindness of a Sangha who did 12 years of retreat on Maitreya before being able to see Maitreya. And when after the 12 years, he kind of said to Maitreya, like, why? You know, I've been meditating for 12 years on you and you didn't come. You didn't come. You like lacking compassion for me. And Maitreya said, it's not like that. I've been here from day one, right? The problem was you couldn't see me. You were unable to see me. And why was that? Because unless you remove these obscurations and stains from one's mind, then you're not actually able to see the Buddha's. So if you don't develop this compassion, through the development of this compassion, that's how you remove these obscurations and stains. And that's So a Sangha was actually able to finally purify the obscurations when he developed this compassion for this dog. And through his compassion for the dog, then he was able to remove his obscurations, and then he was able to see Maitreya.
then Tathagatha because Simjin Dela Nuba de Chen Pindo Chigre Dela Chigumare Sanjela Sanje Bena Papa General Sigle Chidunjambe 누가 책을 있어야 되는데 요 말에 산제 탐제 빵도 냠버 누가 냠버 산제 탐제 누가 냠버 데라 요 말 지칸로 다스스 레기 더 유메기 산제 다 가와 냠네 치고 먹어도 다야도 왕 들어 레단 더 요데 다요로 메시지게 스스 렌데레 메시 산제라 누가 차와다 총아 요데 기제 말해서 누가 냠버에 상물라.
So then we talk about the next one, which is the abilities of the Buddha, or we could say the power of the Buddha to benefit and so forth. So this again is free from this aspect of close and distant, meaning that it's not like the Buddhas have a capacity to benefit some beings and not others. Or to say something that like Chenrezig has this power, ability to benefit, and Maitreya doesn't have it, and Maitreya has this benefit, this ability that Chenrezig doesn't have. It's not like that. The power of the Buddhas to benefit is all equal. The only difference it comes down to is from our side, our particular karma, our particular connection to different Buddhas. So from our side, there's a difference, but from the side of the Buddhas, the ability to benefit is equal to all the Buddhas.
어디로 와다 켐바치 저와치 뉴바치 다드네 랑드연데 신드연데 세야데 단다 연데 축도성아 축되나네 당부섬디 랑드연 연데로 오래다 genjik de dumache yunde bezo nyawa chwe lu yudwe yunde rana yu chwe lo 당부 숨디 랑드역 yunde 랑드역 yunde na la che ane chima 숨디 shendyo yunde che ane kemba dan zewa nyuba de yede shendyo da chagdo.
So then we then talk about fulfillment of one's own benefit or one's own welfare, and fulfillment of the welfare or the benefit of others. So these are the 7th and 8th qualities. So when we look at the first 6 qualities, we can say the first, 2nd, and 3rd are fulfilling one's own benefit or one's own welfare. And the 4th, 5th, and 6th are fulfilling the benefit or the welfare of others.
Oda di yunde yede dia woji shena da shiv shembre ro da gyulama gyulame joja zo to zor da chugunjo kindu gunjo kin yede shen urda 산제 그 링네야 체제네 산제 그 차상 주다 시름 차상지 도송하러 봐 람게 주일라면나라다 람지를 뭐 차상지 셰르다 간다 산제 그 링네 체 람체 통람체 초군조체 긴두군조체 산제군조체 다 남부 산제베 직 람그 도당 그 림바 롭트직 되나로 코든 자르다 봐 이나다마 띵 사부도나다 베제디 시라로야 도와데 망고로야 요르다 네 산제 군조 tin이디 직서도 내야 고요라다 산제 군조 tin이.
So this covers off the 8 qualities of the Buddha jewel. So the Tara Tantra text or Sublime Continuum is a very profound text. It covers off many things. It talks about, explains clearly many things. It talks a lot about the nature, the Buddha nature. It talks about the path and the 5 path. It talks about the 3 jewels and the qualities of the 3 jewels. However, to go into it in great detail, or to go into it deeply, you have to read and study it a lot. For us now, what's important is to memorize the Yonten
Ge zawadi masi
Sawa ane di Tsinyi.
tinyi si tinyi de you don't do so.
Yeah, you.
Ode malo shindi.
So,
Gonzola jil email dan de ro.
yeah, email tangi. So, it's important for us here as the study program to memorize these root verses that explain the 8 qualities of the various jewels and then the definitions of each of the jewels. So, I have here, Yudon's given me the definitions that are slightly different to the ones we gave earlier. So I'll read them out just quickly and then they'll be emailed out to you. These ones are good to memorize to keep it consistent. So the definition of the Buddha jewel is an ultimate refuge body which has completely abandoned the 2 obscurations. Definition of the Dharma jewel is the complete pacification in an Arya's mental continuum which is either the truth of the path or the truth of cessation. And then the definition of the Sangha jewel is an Arya being who possesses either the truth of the path or the truth of cessation in their mental continuum. So, Dini, yeah. So, the homework, you know? Okay, so we've got some questions here that arose from the discussion group. So, freedom from inferior obscurations, please explain again. Kasan di mendra? Menbedriba. Di sabo kogimudo yangason.
Mendip said the Tandadiri. 다 념직 이슬람 천도대에서 고하고 시내여로 시내 토벌을 받주지 되어들 민들랑나 되그래다 시내.
So to put it simply, it's any obscuration towards calm abiding.
어디래? 배나 먼저 칭화다 고바다 아니니다 묵바다 도저 샤나 되고다.
So things like dullness, excitement, laziness, sleepiness.
도저 샤나 되고다.
Sorry, not laziness, sleepiness. So 고바다
칭화다 고바다 니다 묵바스기도.
Mukba, sorry. Not laziness. So it's dullness, excitement, sleepiness, and like fogginess.
지단다 대딩에 단다 비처럼들 벨렐 하버샤르면서 지금 민들사데 뇽죽 토벌라 받주지 되어서 뇽죽들라니 녀도다 무시세 샤고라 녀돌라디 시네 지단다 시네디 민데 뇽죽라는 만은 시네디 시네디 가래라나 시네디 가래라미나 시네디 데레 되베뇨모여라 되베뇨모 운주여라 가서 되자 시당 콘도라 되베 시네 귤레여나 가사디 귤라 되자 뇨모 운주여 말해 봐
Okay.
당 운주가 매버스네 아니 운주가 시네 토비온데 되베 뇨모 운주가 디파 매버스고라
Okay.
다 간산디 귤라 되베 뇨모 운주가 당 태베 태워져라 딜레야 아니 무신념죽 소리야 무신념죽
건다 너시는
무신념죽
시네다
시네디 제스용 거다
데니 너시는
시네디 녀도스 거 녀도 시네디 되베 뇨모게 녀보 되베 뇨모게 녀보 되베 녀모르다 되자시당 콘도 되주 녀보래 다코게 시네 곰곰곰데 딱 나서 세보다 셈바테 템보샤나 남도 뇨르 로다 셈바페 템보샤나 남도 되자시다 디제디 가로래
데니 남주
되자시다 운지와 빵배 빵바저로 디디 무신념죽설 토고래
Okay.
무신념죽설 디토벌 받주지 디바딜라 민딥스고래 멤베디바스.
All right. So technically, you'd say that it's any obscuration to equipoise. So we composite calm abiding as it's maybe easier to understand in the calm abiding, but to just explain it, what we have is this equipoise means that it's unable to, like delusions and that are unable to manifest. So this actually comes about after one has developed Shinai. Then one meditates more and more and more. So Shinai is actually said to be the antidote. Sorry, calm abiding is said to be the antidote. So when one develops this through the calm abiding, then one actually removes the nyomong gakure, Shinai leteni nyomong gakure, deni nomju. So through the calm abiding, one actually cuts the delusions, removes the delusions. Then after that, one enters into what we'd say is the actual equipoise. So Shinai is like the preparatory, or so the pre-equipoise, and then the actual equipoise is when you've actually cut the delusions. So you could say that it's any obscuration to this equipoise. Is this inferior obscurations? Any obscurations to equipoise? Yep. What is the definition of true cessation? Gogdengi tsini.
Gogdengi tsini yorda. Rantinji pajemelamji ngogegi divadan tebe tawa.
Okay. the Kalipso.
Jela Yabustu
Yeah.
Jawala.
Okay, so I'll give you a rough translation now, and I'll send out a proper one. This Kalipso.
Moge Pajamela Yorwa, Bena Tony Musundo, Lodi Pajamela Roa.
Right.
Tingoge Diwakaresna, Ane Shidukundarwa. Shidukunda Rangoge Diwakaresna, Shidukundarwa. Shidukunda Pangbe Pangba Tela, and Cognes Cheta. Ta Cogden the sweet tingorsna, Pajamelang Tangura, Rang Tinjigi, Pajamelamji, Mogegi, Divatan Teve, Tawala Samacheta. Cogden the sweet togorsna, Pajamelam Togora. Pajamelamdi, Papangayagi, Divati, Pajamelam de Pang, the Tipangbe Pangba Tela, and Cogdens La Guarda.
Okay.
The Cordes is Jaur.
Right. So basically, it's the Pagbe Gangsagi Gyunang La
Those lash, quite the Vishana. Numo Bambe Pangba. Numo Kanarovaji Pangbe Pangba de la Cogden La Guarda.
Okay. So it's essentially it's the abandonment of obscurations. So this is not the definition. This is an explanation. So we have these generated. We talked about the generated obscurations and the innate ones. It's the through the abandonment of these generated obscurations, one comes to have the truth of cessation. So you could say that it is the abandonment of these obscurations that is the truth of cessation.
Nothing sub this dona. Numo Samuel Yorwa. Numo Samuel Pangba de Cogden Shana, Tamates coast territory. Numo
Sapon Pangpe Pangcha.
Pangba. Pangjamar Pangba.
Pangba di sim.
Cogden.
So the object that has abandoned the obscurations along with their seeds. If you go a little deeper, this is the truth of cessation.
Tewa Randi, Tewa. You more than Teve Tewa Jora. You do than Teve Tewa. She do than Teve Tewa de Lani, Cogden's word. Pat Tewa, Pangba Jora. Pangla de Teverida. Penangula Tanda, Doja Shetan Yorwa. Anga Gom Jab Doja Shetan Mevasuna. Angela Shivaji Ligorwa.
So this abandon means to separate. So separate from these obscurations to knowing, obscurations to liberation, or afflictive obscurations and obscurations to knowing. So having separated from these, right, then this is what means by cessation, because when you are separated from those, when you abandon those from your mind stream, then your mind stream comes to have become very peaceful.
Oh, that's good to it.
Oh, yeah. So are the 8 qualities sequential? Are 7 and 8 just summaries of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I'm going to assume this is the 8 qualities from the Sangha Jewel from last week. So the Gendongi Kunchuk, Yonting Ge, right? So the Garam Yurai Tangbo Niba Somba Shiba La Sokpa, or Yangna di Dumba Tangepa di Trukpa Dugire, right? Di Trukpa
Tangbo Niba Somba di Yoni Gre Lamden Yuniche. Timba. Too much is you do said, Mara. Ala so dimba, Shidachini Nangini, she's what Londechima, there were indicator. Shido Rigway in the Chinu Rigway in the Narigway in the Rang or Shadam Ore. Tambusum di Kurimiore, Tambusum de Lamding you in the Encha. Chimasum di Cogding you in the Encha or rest, Kurimiore still.
So, any Dumba don't give a
Dumba di Lamderi, Java di Cognere to Shelter.
Okay. So we could say that there is an order. So the first, second, third qualities are qualities of the true path. The 4th, 5th, and 6th ones are the qualities of the true cessation. And then the 7th one is the true path itself. And the 8th one is true cessation itself.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's how it.
Yep, and that's it.
The Dunda Jema Dile Namsha Jujido, Rig Namsha Juj, did to Warsona.
Really Namsha Chu.
Namsha Ju.
The 10 presentations of the
subject,
nature.
Subject.
I'll try and find it in here. It's just here, the 10 presentations. So it's
어디
chapter 5, page 93.
지메 둔다 지마디 도레스타 지메.
So we'll be doing that next week. So if we can cover that off for the
다곰
homework.
곰자야디 디레다. 제곰 잡제 초군조 진이 가래 긴두군조 진이 네 자와 예마 삼려나나마 샤두나 곰디레다.
So for meditation, the konjoksum dire
군조스미 진이디 샤곰젠.
chago and
심남 쳔베 야 쳔바 신샤나디 곰라다.
so it's very good if we can meditate on the definitions and these root verses pertaining to each of the three jewels. So it's useful, especially if you've memorized them. Then you can contemplate like what is this meaning of this definition of each of the three jewels and these 8 qualities in the verses. If you can do some analytical meditation on these.
아무네다 최군조 긴두군조 산제 군조 진이디 셴나네 코 가리메디 싱기로 와라.
So if you think about what is the Buddha jewel, what is the Dhamma jewel, what is the Sangha jewel, if you understand the definition, then you can clearly start to understand what each of these are.
어이, 되죠.
Okay, so we'll stop here.